Nah. See, you like once again, yeah. I like my little internet porn like the next person. But the other thing is, you're always looking at like the internet's just full of all kind of crazy conspiracy theories and just all kinds of whatever. And you don't really know what to believe and what not to believe whenever you're just all on the internet. But it's just fun to listen to everything on the internet and just take everything with a grain of salt. So one thing I like doing on the internet is just watching whatever the hell and taking everything with a grain of salt. Not believing everything, but still at least listening to a few subjects here and there. So for me, my rumors from the glowing rectangle was the whole election thing. Because when you look at the whole election thing, you got Donald Trump, who could be the next president of the United States, who will be completely in charge of all of us veterans next Veteran Memorial Day. We'll be saluting him as the commander-in-chief next year if things go according to the election cycle right now. So I don't know if you guys want to start saluting Donald Trump early and get on his team right now, but he's probably going to be the next president, at least last time I looked.
Now, here's the thing with that.
You already know, commander-in-chief?
All right. Now, You forgetting that there's two other candidates out there that can basically take it. Now, we all know. Wait a second.
These two other candidates.
These two other, you already know.
I think Donald Trump's going to be the commander-in-chief and try to call the military.
The other candidates is Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Okay. Now,
Bernie who?
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie who?
Yeah, of course. You haven't really heard of him, and they're still kind of keeping him mute. And they're not keeping him inside the actual media spotlight. But social media is basically, portraying and understanding that he is not actually getting anywhere.
If you're trying to tell me there's other people besides Donald Trump who will be the commander-in-chief of all of the military forces and the person on Veterans Day who will give an excellent America is Great speech next time us soldiers next year are celebrating Veterans Day.
Now, I'm not going to say all of that.
You really try to say that Hillary Clinton will actually possibly be our commander-in-chief?
Here's the reason why. The thing is that, yes, everybody already know that the election is clearly rigged, okay?
I don't believe that.
The election is clearly rigged.
I've seen a lot of people online voting.
All right, but you see it. You see it on the media, that as in, that it's not really rigged and all this other stuff, but it'll show you on social media where they record actually the whole footage of any kind of rallies, election series.
Are you talking all that crazy stuff on YouTube?
Yeah, stuff on YouTube, the stuff on actual other sites, okay?
Because I only go to reputable sources like ABC, NBC, and CNN. And what they told me is everything's completely on the up and up. Donald Trump's clearly going to win the whole thing. And Hillary Clinton, she has some kind of scandals, but they're all lies and propaganda. And I've never heard of this Bernie Sanders guy, by the way. Like, I still don't even understand this. So I don't know Donald Trump's going to be president. And it seems like some people don't like it. But, hey, not everybody wanted Barack Obama to be president. So pretty much seems like the same parallel to me. Like, some of the people didn't want Barack Obama, A, because he's black, B, because whatever other reason. And he's the president. And people don't want Donald Trump because whatever. He talks a lot of trash. He's like Hulk Hogan on the mic. But I think it's going to happen. I think the military is going to salute Donald Trump this time next year.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
After the election, whenever the election is.
The cards are still up in the air, okay? You don't know exactly what's going to fall and what's going to actually be in your hand. The draw is whatever it is that somebody picks. And obviously, none of us are really sitting at the table playing, all right? Everybody else is standing there watching. Even though they think they might have a hand in the game, they really don't. Somebody else is moving the cards around. Now, the thing is of course, Hillary Clinton's, she knows the dealer of the deck. Therefore, everybody knows that somehow
Wait, are you trying to say that Hillary Clinton, like she has like an inside track, an inside scoop on what's popping off in politics?
All right, unless it's pure luck.
I thought she was just another candidate. Just another good little girl who wants to run for president.
Unless it's pure luck where she actually is not saying something and her team is taking it all out, doing everything they can because, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
True,
okay?
True. Yeah, politics may be a little dirty, so maybe she does. But maybe she's just doing the same politics that any normal man would be doing. Any normal manly man would be doing.
She's doing anything a normal candidate would do in order to discredit.
She's probably doing all the stuff Barack Obama did. She's probably doing all the stuff George Bush did. You never know, but still, the overwhelming majority seems like Donald Trump is probably just going to run away with this whole thing.
Now, I don't say he's going to run away with it, but he does make clear points, And
we're going to build a wall, and we're going to deport
Mexicans. No.
And we're going to
No. That's not the point that I was talking about.
Islamophobic.
That is not the point that I was talking about.
He was going there, like all the All the crazy white trailer park guys love him. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I think the KKK is all over Donald Trump. Like, yeah, let's do this. He's gonna bring it back for the white people, y'all.
Now
Let's
I
do
know
this.
he tried to separate himself from the KKK and
Yeah, but he's
separate
still bringing it
himself
back
from
home for
all
the
of the
white people,
racism
y'all.
and
Donald
stuff
Trump
like
bringing it
that.
back home for the white people, y'all. He gonna make America white and great again. The great white hope. It's gonna happen. Just embrace the Trumpness.
Here's the thing, okay? What the point that I was making is that Donald Trump, he makes points when it comes to discrediting other people.
Oh yeah, he can body slam somebody with the best of them verbally. Oh, let me tell you something, brother.
Now,
Hillary Clinton is lying, Hillary. Oh yeah, he's good with.
All right, his
slamming
ideas might not necessarily be in line with my ideas, but at the same time, he can make a few points that make whoever his audience is like him a little better because he talks whatever it is that they are liking.
Lowest common denominator.
And he actually is saying things that people don't normally hear a regular president say.
Exactly.
Okay, so he kind of has that kind of appeal, but at the same time, being as controversial as he may be, he does know how to punch another candidate in the face with words.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So now, if we're saying Hillary possibly even remotely has a shot against the juggernaut called Donald Trump,
why wouldn't it?
How does she even possibly stand a chance if, like, every time I hear her name, I hear scandal or something?
You're
and
right.
That's even on the news. They go, Hillary scandal. Oh, but she's still in it. Hillary, but she's still in it. So
here's
like,
the problem.
how is that possible?
Here's the good and the bad problem with that. She has been in politics for a very long time. The thing is being that she has been in politics so long she has a reputation, as in she's gone to different spots within the politics, and of course, not everybody's going to like their boss, and everybody's going to have some dirt to put out there on their boss.
Okay, because she was a Secretary of State, so she did have a good hand in running some things. So whenever you're doing any job, you're going to have good, you're going to have bad, and now people get to dig up all the bad that she's done throughout her job, doing her business for America, and they're probably going to try to drag her through the mud because politics is a process of dragging someone through the mud.
And don't forget, she was first lady for a while, and
exactly.
that's part of politicking too.
She's got the inside track, so she should have the inside track. She probably know rich people that know richer people that know richer people. So yeah, she probably could maybe kind of know a few guys who could help her out politically to get nominated to that presidency. But do you really think she's going to have enough votes come election time? If the
election keeps going the way it is, yes, she will easily have enough votes, okay, for her because people know how to use the system to make our votes not count, and it votes for her.
Wait a minute, you talking about the Electoral College?
I'm talking about basically the
Electoral College, because if last time I checked, the Electoral College is the reason that my vote don't count. I put my vote in a big giant hat, and then somebody says, you know what? I think the hat weighs 5 pounds. I'm voting the way I want to vote, and that's the Electoral College. And it also works the way is like, if you're in the state of, let's just say the state of Texas, if you're in the state of Texas and 51% of the people in Texas vote for Hillary and 49% vote for Trump, Hillary wins every single one of them. All of them. So in other words, the other 49% votes truly don't count in the Electoral College. But that's the system that was in the Declaration. That's the system that's in the Constitution. And if you don't want the Constitution, you can get out of my country. This is America, partner. America.
It's a system designed to help. It's a system designed to help to pacify you, to make sure that you think that you have a hand in the matter. At the same time, it is weighed in because if the majority of the people don't like what they're seeing, they're probably going to start some kind of protest, riot, or what have you.
Man, the cops will just beat them down. The police system's designed to beat the crap out of people who try to even remotely get out of line and pocket. Trust me on this one. Let these poor people walk out into the street and the police just go and beat them down because police work for bankers. They do not work for people. Trust me in this one. Police will beat the crap out of a normal person's behind, but a rich banker will go ahead and crash Wall Street. They'll just give him another $100 billion government loan, and he can keep on rolling. But we do live in an electoral college system where 49% of people in one state's vote do not count. If you don't get 51%, your vote didn't count. Sorry. But thanks for trying. You got a chance to vote. You got to stand in line for 5 hours. You got to put your ballot in. Maybe it got counted. Maybe it didn't. But it's a beautiful system. I don't see a problem with it. America.
But if it continues to go like this, if it continues to go like this,
then we ain't gonna do shit. We're gonna send emojis.
We're not gonna
We're gonna send more emojis on our phone.
We're not gonna do
fight
anything.
the Twitter wars.
Here's
I don't
the thing.
like the fact that I had to vote and it took 5 hours. Sad face, sad face, sad face. Oh no, my electoral college didn't even vote for the person I voted for.
But
sad face emoji.
If it continues that way, the thing is that yes, Bernie Sanders can be cheated out of the.
Who's Bernie Sanders guy? Why do you keep mentioning?
All right,
Who
listen.
is this guy? Who
All
is
right.
this guy?
We might have to take him out of the hat because he's probably going to lose because the election is rigged in Hillary Clinton's
There's Donald
favor.
Trump. There's Hillary Clinton.
All right, now that you have
these
these two, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, okay, because Bernie Sanders was clearly cheated out of any kind of victory. Donald Trump, when it comes to possibly electing, is probably going to have, regardless, he's probably going to lose when it comes to the voting system because obviously it's rigged. Or even if it's not rigged and they do actually vote for Clinton or the other side, the thing is he's going to say it's rigged again because the folks in the Democratic side has got a cheat system already placed in place.
Last time I checked,
So
George Bush.
if he was to say, "Hey, everybody, vote again. This is clearly rigged," everybody's going to want to probably vote for him the second time around, or they're going to redo the recount, or some kind of way.
Our actual history?
We're not going to have a real president. We're going to have a systematic person to represent America for some odd reason. If we even have that person, if America doesn't throw up in arms and try to say, "Hey, we need another election that make us have something count," but it's probably not going to happen that way because systems are already in place and people in the world are waiting for this. And they're looking at this. The leaders of the world are looking at this and watching America make a mockery of themselves. And they're just waiting to do something about it after this all pans out. You already understand and know that if Hillary Clinton's winning the presidential candidacy,
which she could,
the thing is that there's somebody who obviously hates her, like putting, the head person in Russia, okay, who's basically stated that he's going to start war with America if Clinton's in the seat.
See, now, here's the other thing. The story I keep hearing is Clinton is part of, like, the New World Order or whatever, and that's just from the glowing rectangle that I hear. That Clinton's part of the New World Order, and the New World Order and, like, the richest of the richest of the richest people want her to be president, so therefore they're trying to make her president, whereas Trump's more or less just the people's champ. The people's champ. So, like, if the people want Trump, they're going to get some Trump. And I don't care how many world powers or how much money gets dumped in the Hillary Clinton campaign, the people aren't really voting for her. Like, and last time I checked, like, a lot of people, like, once again, women love Hillary Clinton, and she's going to do a lot to progress women's movements. So that's why I clearly understand that Hillary Clinton is going to get a whole lot of votes, especially when it comes to women's front, when it comes to people who really do understand and listen to and believe in her. She's going to get a whole lot of votes. But I do believe Trump's going to get the overwhelming majority. So if back in the day we had the election where George Bush didn't get the popular vote, John Kerry did. If I'm correct, it was the election. And Kerry didn't, there was a controversy in Florida, and Bush was president, but he didn't get the popular vote. In other words, more people in America voted for John Kerry, yet, boom, I had to salute George Bush when I was in the military and he was the commander-in-chief. That just happens. That's the way America works. You don't have to get the popular vote. All the electoral college need to do is put you in your seat. If the electoral college says we're with Hillary, Hillary's going to be the president. I don't care how many people vote for it. And you better not leave your house trying to pick up beer bottles and trying to act like you're protesting something, because the cops will beat you down, son. The cops work for the rich bankers. Don't you dare get out of your house. You better send a sad emoticon and sit there and salute Hillary. Then, and that's if she doesn't get the popular vote, but the electoral college votes are in. And that's what, when you say the system could put her in, that's the electoral college system, which is not everyone in America. That's everyone in America putting our votes in a hat, and then some designated representatives casting votes.
But you're saying the New World Order is basically standing on Hillary Clinton. But it could also be Donald Trump because he's in such a high power position and he typically is a rich, even though he filed for bankruptcy numerous times.
Oh, that's just business. That's just business.
That is business, but at the same time, even in business, you have these people who are, of power, okay, that actually have positions to play in
I
part of.
figured Trump was part of the New World Order, that he just simply is the person who doesn't agree with the room full of super rich people. You know, like if you got a super rich cabal all sitting around in some secret room, like he's the one who always just doesn't agree with everyone else when they're like, okay, we're going to do this. He's like, I think I want to do something different. So I figured that's why he's running for president, because he's also at the table with all the super rich people, but he just doesn't agree with them all the time. So now, you know, they said
He doesn't
let's
agree
get
with
Hillary out
he
there.
doesn't agree with a lot of people. Okay, but at the same time,
But a lot of people agree with Trump. Woo woo!
That's
Build
because
that wall.
he
Build
makes
that
it
wall.
very
Build that
well
wall. Hey, I love
known.
Mexicans, but hey, a wall's a wall. I could care less.
he
Houses
makes it
have
known
walls.
that he's down to earth.
He's gonna give America a wall. Whatevs. Like, hey, whatever crazy train he's on, I'm trying to get on it early and I'm trying to get on it often. Because if he's going to be our president, I don't want to be the guy who is slamming our president and then all of a sudden he gets nominated. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll salute him. Nah, I'm getting on this train really early. I do think Hillary Clinton does have a shot, because when it comes to the Electoral College, I do believe the electors will just vote for Hillary no matter what everyone else in the states vote for. That's just a possibility. And this Bernie Sanders guy, it sounds like a bunch of tweens in tight pants like him, but I don't know. It doesn't seem
I
like...
don't see how the tweens and tight pants are actually going to do anything.
Yeah,
the thing
exactly.
is that it's other people who actually are making the difference for him and making it such a close race between
This guy
him and
wants
Hillary
like...
Clinton.
This guy wants like... This Bernie Sanders guy, it seems like he wants like the right things to happen in the world. Like, let's all be nice to each other. Who the hell wants to be nice to each other? Let's all help each other. Who the hell wants to help? This is America. We don't help each other. If you want my help, you better buy my Pepsi. You better buy my brand. You better watch my commercials here in America. It's like he wants to kumbaya. It's like he wants to do the right thing. Whatever. So
And
that's done.
and that's
Trump
what a
is
lot
big
of people
business.
actually
He's
want.
peddling his $50 steaks on his own campaigns. Trump's doing America's business. This is how America does business. Buy my steaks. Buy my steaks.
And that's why a lot
Trump.
of folks actually do like him too.
Trump.